If you're a musician who's been looking for a tool to help you out with harmonies, or if you've been dabbling in the world of AI and have been looking for ways to replace some of your voices with other singers or add singers to your mix when you don't have them hanging around, then you need to be reintroduced to Audimee. Welcome back to the channel where we discuss the creative uses of AI, and we have talked about Audimee before. They have an outstanding collection of AI-generated voices for your voice conversion needs. That means if you have an audio track of you singing or anybody else singing, and you'd like to have other singers singing that same part, you can bring it into Audimee, do a voice conversion, and have a new voice. I'll give you a quick example. I'm just going to record something right here on the page to show you what I mean by voice conversion if for some reason you don't know what that means. Hi, this is a test of me singing, and it's gonna sound like somebody else. All right, so now we have my original here. Hi, this is a test of me singing. Wow, that's incredible. And now we get to choose a replacement voice. We just click up here where it currently says Mark, and it's going to bring us an entire menu of singers. And by the way, you can also convert your voice into musical instruments, and you can clone your own voice to use in your productions, which I've done here, obviously, and you can mix and match voices, which I have not done. In this case, let's just choose a woman's voice, and I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to change the pitch shift up an octave so that my low voice will sound appropriate when it's converted. I'll leave everything else how it is and just click convert, and in a few seconds, we'll have our result.
Hi, this is a test of me singing, and it's gonna sound like somebody else.
Yeah, okay, so that's the basics of what Audimee has done up to this point, but they've recently added a tool to help you along with your harmonies. So if we click on the Make Harmonies box right here, again, I'll just do a quick example of singing here. I'm doing a demo of Harmonies. It's predicted that I was in the key of C major, so I'm going to choose that key because it was actually what I was in. And now we can start adding tracks on top of this, or we can choose from presets. Let's just choose one right here. We'll click Airy Folk Unison, which means they're all going to sing the same note, but it's going to automatically populate with all of these singers. Now, anywhere there's a female singer, I'm going to want to pop that octave up one because it's not going to sound right with my voice. So I'm just going to pop all these female voices up. Actually, they're all female. Wait for this preview to stop spinning and listen.
I'm doing a demo of Harmonies.
All right, obviously no harmony there because it was a unison preset. So let's choose something like Metal Power Trio, see what we get.
I'm doing the demo of Harmonies.
So you can hear the fifth up in there. Let's do one more preset. Expressive Gospel Layers.
I'm doing the demo of Harmonies.
Wow, you can hear that.
I'm doing the demo of Harmonies.
That's nice. Now, you don't have to use the presets. You can build these up layer by layer yourself. So let's record another sample. Here's another way to demo this. It sees that we're in C major. I'll go ahead and click that. And if I want to just change out that voice completely, I can just add a track, make sure it's the melody. Let's say if I wanted to change it to a female, we'll choose Alicia and we'll pop that up and we'll listen to what this sounds like, just the melody.
Here's another way to demo this.
I got to get rid of me here.
Here's another way to demo this.
And now, to manually add harmonies, I can just click on Add a Track, and of course, just choose what kind of harmony do I want. Do I want to go down a third, up a fifth, down a fourth, you know, any of that. So let's just kind of go up a fifth here. Because this is a female voice, we'll pop it up an octave, and we'll just see what this sounds like together.
Here's another way to demo this.
Again, I need to get rid of me.
Here's another way to demo this.
So in that particular instance, I'd probably want to go into this editor and fine-tune these a little bit. But what about in a real-life situation where you've got a song where the chords are constantly changing? You can't just bring in an entire song unless it's just one chord the entire time and say, hey, bring everything up a fifth, and then the song is in perfect harmony. You're going to be bringing in sections of songs, sometimes just a measure or two, however long you want the harmony, and you're going to adjust the key appropriately for that part of the song so that it actually works as a harmony. Let me show you one way you might use this in an actual example. So to even do this example, I needed a music track. So I just went into Band in a Box and choose the Celtic Reel style and plugged in a few chords and got something that sounds like this. You'll hear it enough. Exported that audio file, brought it into a multi-track recorder, and just made up some words to go along with it. Here's a little demo. Right now it's just one voice, but if I had my druthers, harmony's my choice. So let's add a little something on the top. Oh. Because I don't want myself to be the lead singer of this whole thing, I'm actually going to convert the entire singing track without any harmonies just to a new voice. So I'm going to solo and export just my singing track, drop it into Audimee and choose a singer. I really do like Nicole, so I choose her, make sure I've got my settings for 12, and then just click convert.
Here's a little demo. Right now it's just one voice, but if I had my druthers, Harmony's my choice, so let's add a little something.
So now we can bring that track back into our multi-track and mute out my original. So now we have her singing along with the music if we want.
Here's a little demo. Right now it's just one voice.
Obviously no effects or mixing done at this point. Now we want to decide which bars of this song we actually want to put harmony to and export just those sections and add harmonies to them piecemeal, because this is in the key of C. It has a variation of a 1-4-5 pattern. So the first part of the song is going to be the C chord, and then we're going to go up to the F chord for a second and then go back down to the C chord. So if we want to harmonize a section that's basically in the F chord, we want to bring that section into Audimee and most likely tell it it's in the key of F, so the intervals it creates automatically will be appropriate. Confused? Let me show you. Let's just go into the voice track and decide which part we want to export for harmony. Right now I'm using Adobe Audition, and so all I have to do is double click that track and then I can edit that particular waveform. Let's listen to what we got.
Here's a little demo. Right now it's just one voice, but if I had my druthers, Harmony's my choice, so let's add a little something.
I want to add some harmony to So Let's Add a Little Something, right? Because the first part was all about singing in one voice, so this seems an appropriate part to sing to bring in some harmony. And that is the point in the song where the chord changes to F. So I only want to export the part of this audio that is part of that chord. So let's listen.
So let's add a little something, something on the top. Oh, oh.
So on oh, whoa is when it would go back down to the C. I'm going to export just that section of the song. So we'll just call it Add a Little so I know what it's called. Now back in Audimee, we want to go to Make Harmonies and we'll add in the Add a Little file. We're going to tell it it's in the key of F because we know that's the chord that's being played there. Now the input vocal here is already the converted Nicole. So let's just add something on top of it. Maybe a fifth. We'll make it Nicole.
Add a little something, something on the top. Oh, oh.
That sounds weird. Let's try the third.
Add a little something, something on the top. Oh, oh.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And if we didn't want to add anything on top of that, we just convert that, and then we're going to add up with 2 individual files that we can download.
Add a little something, something on the top. Oh, oh.
And of course we have the original
Add a
melody,
little something.
which is already in the timeline. So we really only need to download this one right here. So I can literally just drag this and drop it right here in the editor, and we'll just line it up where it needs to be.
So let's add a little something, something on the top. Oh, oh.
Nice, right? We won't go through this whole song because that would be tedious for you, but at least go through the next section. So now we're back at the original waveform with the melody, and we're going to choose our next segment to export.
So we'll keep on adding voices.
So now we're in the
male and
C
female
chord.
too. We'll mix and match and fix the mix that finally we'll do. Then we'll mix it.
So right on Mix It is where the chord changes. So we're going to export the parts all the way up to Mix It. And we just call this Keep On for Keep On Adding Voices. So it is incorrectly predicted that it is D sharp, probably because I drifted a little bit, but I'm going to keep it on C major. So because the song says we're going to add male and female voices, let's just add some tracks on here. We'll just add maybe, I don't know, 4 tracks, and we'll lower the male voices since the bass audio up there is a female. And we can play around with fifths, and we can play around with drones to hold a single note on the bottom. Let's just listen to what we've got here.
So we'll keep on adding voices, male and female too. We'll mix and match and fix the mix that finally we'll do.
Let's get another strong male voice in there.
Mess with the underground, what goes around, comes around.
William, we'll give you a chance here. Let's see what happens here. We want him on the melody. Let's just listen.
So we'll keep on adding voices, male and female too. We'll mix and match and fix the mix that finally we'll do. Then we'll mix.
Not really popping. Let's see if I put him on a 5th drone if we can hear him more. Preview that.
So we'll keep on adding voices, male and female too. We'll mix and match and fix the mix that finally we'll do.
Okay, I can
then
hear
we'll
it.
mix.
I hear that 5th drone, but it's up too high, so let's pop it down. And remember, because we're importing all of these tracks individually, we can play with the volumes. So I'm not worried about that here.
So we'll keep on adding voices, male and female too. We'll mix and match and fix the mix that finally we'll do. Then we'll mix.
And then, of course, for the next section, we go back down to the root chord and continue on throughout the song.
So we'll keep on adding voices, male and female too.
We'll mix and match and fix the mix that finally we'll do. Then we'll
Mix it all together and we'll share it on the web.
So right there at the word web, we need to go back down to the root. So I won't go through the entire song because I just wanted to give you the basics, and this is no masterpiece worth spending a ton of time on. But now hopefully you have an understanding of how to use Audimee to not only create a whole new stable of voices, but also to add complex harmonies which you can tweak down to the note in the editor. If these are the types of tools you like to learn about, well, why not subscribe to the channel? Because this is the type of thing we talk about all the time.
If you subscribe now, I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you do not, I will look for you. I will find you. And I